peoples? It's your boy E here, man, and I just wanted to speak about something that that kind of just ran through my mind, dog, and I just wanna let this out, and you know, as far as religions go, as far as people talking about God goes, as far as it's so many damn religions, it's so many damn doctrines that people go by when they're talking about God. And the thing is, nowadays I don't really want to hear nobody tell me nothing about God. I don't want nobody explaining to me how God this, how God that. I don't want your explanations, because I feel like God is within all of us. And if we really need to know anything about God, we can ask Him to show us certain things. We can ask Him to give us clarity about certain things. It's been a good amount of times where I ask God for clarity, and guess what? Throughout my experience, the clarity tend to show itself, present itself right in front of me. And I'm like, okay, well, I remember asking for this clarity. I think this God just really showing me now. I can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel God, man. You can feel God through life. Just the things that you're doing, man. Like, you can walk with the Spirit of God. I don't believe you need that word. I don't believe you need that Bible. Like, because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't trust the world enough. I don't trust people enough to tell me something about God. You can say that, oh, you just too paranoid or whatever. I don't care. I've been conditioned to be this way. You know what I'm saying? With all the targeting and things of that nature going on around me, I've been conditioned to believe, hey, I can't just trust any old body. And guess what? Even the people that you thought you can trust, you can't even trust. There are preachers and there are people who go to church every day who do demonic shit every day. They'll go straight to church and then come out their mug doing some fucked up shit. It's people that gang stalk you that go to church. They be up in that bitch raising their hand, hallelujah. Got their eyes closed trying to speak in tongues. All that shit. They doing all that shit just to put on the front and act like they are close to God in some sort of way. And then be trying to judge you, act like you doing all the things wrong, but behind closed doors, they got that and more going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these preachers that's getting caught doing all type of shit, all these preachers that have these little freakniks and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They the main ones talking about people, doing things, falling into flesh and all of that. They talk about all that shit and be willing to judge you with a hammer. You know what I'm saying? But have that same thing and more going on in the backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't even the fact that you got that going on. It's the fact that you are judging other people for it and you doing it as well. Because, see, I can't judge you off of what you do. Because, only God can do that. Everybody has something they got to work on. And I understand that. So only God can really judge you about that. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't. I don't like the fact of people be trying to act like other people are doing wrong when they're doing the same thing. Like, how you gonna sit here and contradict yourself by talking down on everybody and saying that, oh, God is not pleased with this, God is not pleased with that, God this, God, oh, you are not getting to heaven like this. But at the same time, be having that same shit going on. See, I don't like the hypocrisy of the things that they do, dog. And just knowing that that's the type of shit that's going on in the world really gives me all the reason to not want to, follow anybody's doctrine, follow anybody's, words of what they want to say about God or how they feel God is going to feel about you. I don't want. See, the thing is, I'd rather God show me better than what any human can tell me. You feel me? If that makes sense to you, I would rather God show me better than what any human can tell me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I cannot listen to nobody, because there are people that I listen to that I can hear and they'll be talking about God, but guess what? I'm drawn to them, and I believe that's because I believe that's God in a way signaling and actually causing that draw for me to be drawn to some people. I am drawn to some people when they talk about God. You know what I'm saying? But that's because, it's not because, because I'm forced to do it. It's because I'm led to, I'm guided, I'm drawn to it, and I believe that I'm only drawn to things for a reason. I believe that's God drawing me to certain people. You know, and I'm not saying that it's wrong for anybody else to believe or listen to anything else that somebody has to say about God and what they feel about the word or whatever. I ain't got no problem with none of that. You do what works for you. Do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no problems or any type of trust issues with the world and a lot of people in the world, and you feel like, hey, this works for me, go for it. Do what you want to do, dog. Do whatever works for you. Even if you got those problems and you feel like, fuck it, I need to trust somebody. And, I can't tell you what not to do. I feel like God will guide you even through that. But the thing is, I am not fit to sit here and allow a person's word to speak stronger than what I feel God can show me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I live life nowadays. I feel like everybody can say this, everybody can say that, and look, I even hear you out. But that doesn't mean I'm fit to adopt the doctrine that you are spewing to me. That I'm just going to, with just all my mind, all my mind, body, and soul believe in everything that you telling me. Because it was a lot of things that people told me that went to church that followed the Christianity doctrine, and people that followed the Muslim doctrine. It was a lot of things that people told me, period, from different forms of religions. You know what I'm saying? It was people that told me things that made me believe God wouldn't even deal with me, until I called on God myself and realized that them motherfuckers, they just trying to make me feel like I ain't shit. Like God, why would God create? Why would God let me be created if He didn't want to deal with me at all? And it took me to even have to pray to Him and realize the things that He was doing throughout my journey to bring me out of certain things. For me to know that God is working with me, God is dealing with me, God is basically saying throughout all of that, bro, I know what they done told you, but look what I'm showing you. You feel me? And which is why I don't care what nobody say. I got a reason to believe and feel the way I feel, man. Everybody got a journey. Everybody got a reason, and everybody got a reason to believe the way they believe. And I definitely got mine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a damn if people talking about, oh, you need to read the Bible, you need to read the word, God's word is here for a reason. You know what? I don't care about that word that much. Don't get me wrong. I feel like there are a lot of good moral values and a lot of good principles in the Bible that can keep us from going into anarchy and haywire type shit, and chaos. I believe there's a lot of things in the Bible that I agree with, and even certain things in the Bible that could be true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Jesus is false and all that, but I'm not praying to Jesus like people be trying to get us to pray for. I'm praying to the Most High. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm praying to the Most High, the one who created Jesus, the one that y'all think is the one we should pray to in order to get in touch with Him. It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel right to me to pray to a person on earth that was here on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like He's the one. You know what I'm saying? I like I say, man, that Bible been in so many people's hands. And if you believe that throughout all this time of that Bible being around and being in certain people's hands, that they couldn't manipulate certain things in that Bible to fit the agenda that they want, to fit the slavery of the people, the fear mongering of the people that they want. If you believe that they couldn't do none of that, then you out your damn mind. It's motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about God. It's motherfuckers that denounce God. It's motherfuckers that feel like they are their own God. And you think they wouldn't? You think they couldn't do nothing to their Bible? You know, didn't they make a New Testament? They got all type of different Bibles now. They got all type of different versions of the Bible now. Do you understand that? That people change the Bible when they feel like it. So you know what? And so instead of me being confused about what's going on with God and which one I should go with, how about I just holler at God my damn self and see what he got to show me instead of these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust people enough. I don't care how good they sound. I don't care how they put those words together so beautifully to make, you know, a person fill up with fire, fill up with energy. I don't care how they doing that shit. Because, you know, just because you can speak well, just because you know how to gain an audience attention with the words that you speak, don't mean shit to me. A lot of people can do that, and there's a lot of preachers that have been caught doing some shit that they judge other people for. You know what I'm saying? That can do those same things, that can speak those same words in those same beautiful ways. The artistic form of how they put those words together and the conviction in their voice, how they're able to really shout that out and make that sound like, yeah, you should hear this. Yeah. So like nowadays, nigga, don't nothing impress me no more. Hardly anything impresses me. There's things let me not exaggerate. There are things that impress me. Of course, there are things that impress me. But what I'm saying is, I'm just not that impressed by the things most people are impressed by nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are impressed by cars, all this shit, by niggas with all this money, showing all their money. People are impressed by people who got the best this, the best that. I ain't impressed by that shit no more. I'm impressed by who you are and how good you are as a person, and how you can maintain being that person in the world that we live in the fucked up world that we live in. That impresses me more than all that money, all that shit that you think that makes you feel good about shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit don't even mean shit to me no more, man. I'm good knowing that I got peace and happiness in my life. Even if I'm not the richest person, even if I don't have all the money in the world, I'm still happy. It's people like that. It's people that got all that and they ain't even happy. So they got it for nothing. What you got it for now? And get what? Now that they got it, they thought they were gonna be happy. Get what? Now they need more. Now they ain't satisfied. Motherfuckers is ruled by greed on this earth, man. And they ain't never satisfied even when they get what they want. They can't even appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They can't even appreciate what they got. So like I say, man, I ain't impressed by none of that shit, man. Like I say, man, I walk in the spirit of God. I walk with the spirit. I ain't a perfect person. I definitely ain't none of that. So don't get it twisted. Don't get nothing misconstrued around here. I am not a perfect person by far. I am none of that. But I am not a horrible person. And I am not a deceiving. I am not a demonic force. I am not working with any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I am an overall good person with flaws. I am a kind, big-hearted, sweet person when I want to be, to who I feel deserves it from me. Because I used to give it out for free all the time, all willy-nilly. But now I feel like I only give that to who deserves that from me. You know? And I am not somebody who's out here trying to destroy and tear somebody down because I need to fill a void within myself, because I don't like what I feel about my own self. So get what? It'll make me feel better to tear you down because I don't feel nothing good about myself. Guess what? That takes the attention away from that altogether. You know? So like I say, man, I follow God through my experiences, through my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking about God in every day. Always thinking about what's his next, God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't always in my mind every minute of the day. But, you know, at some point I'm always gonna be like, damn God, you know what I'm saying? What's next? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not, and I'm not worried about people. Like people can say what they want, but like I say, I will hear people out. I will listen to people, but like I said, I'm just not going to adopt your doctrine of God or how you feel God is. I have my own relationship. God speaks to me in the way that He speaks to me throughout my journey. And I'm good with that. I'd rather have that over any human telling me something about God. Unless I'm led or drawn to that person. And there are people that I am led and drawn to. So let's not get that mistaken. Like I can't hear nobody. No. Yeah, matter of fact, it's a good amount of people that I listen to that speak something about God. But guess what? I'm drawn to them. And the way they speak and how they talk, it fills me. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's for me. The things that you hear sometimes when people are talking, it feels like it's for you. And that's just God letting you know. It's just a trigger in your mind of God letting you know that, yeah, this is what you should go ahead and hear this. And I do hear people, but like I say, I'm just not listening to any and everybody about God and what they feel and how they think God is gonna be, or how they feel you need to be in order for God to. Yeah, right. I'm already dealing with Him. I've already been talking to Him. He already been speaking to me in many ways in my life. So I don't care about what you say because He been showing me something else. You feel me? So stick that back up your ass. And I'm not trying to be all rude like that, but hey, I'm just saying, dog, it is what it is, man. And I just wanted to let that out, man. I just feel like I need to release that. I need to release that, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe in God. Don't get it twisted. I just ain't believing in these humans no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't trust these motherfuckers. I don't trust too many people out here. Not with the information that I need to know about God. Because I trust God more than I trust a motherfucker on this earth. Just to let that be known. But anyways, y'all, I'm done. I've been rambling. Damn, 17 minutes. I didn't know I was going that long. Maybe I just, sometimes you don't even see the time, man, when you really speaking something. You know, but anyway, with that being said, I will holler at y'all another time, man. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. It's just how I feel. You know, you ain't gotta feel like how I feel, but how you feel, man. Anyways, with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace out.